Ladies and gentlemen, hello. Hey, a few years back, I became interested in the Bible character of Jael, which I think is God. Yah is God. El, I guess El can be Lord. So Lord God, maybe that's what it means. Lord God, Jael, a female who came out to meet the enemy's general, Sisera, and said to him, "Turn aside, my lord, turn aside to me, have no fear." And so then she gave him some milk. And sometimes right about the time you need a nap, if you drink some milk, you fall asleep. And then Jael took a tent peg and drove the peg into his temple as he was lying fast asleep. Oh boy. Yeah, so a story from Judges chapter 4. And Judges is that strange time when the people had entered the Holy Land after escape from Egypt. So they're in the Holy Land, but as far as governance, number one, the people of Israel were divided by tribe. So they've got 12 states, I guess you might call them, very independent states. And there is no central leadership. Very dangerous. And what would happen was, if a crisis arose, then kind of a charismatic leader, someone who could rally the people or the people rallied toward, a person called a judge, we might call them a military leader and wise person. Anyway, it's during this period when Israel was vulnerable because it did not have monarchy yet. It had no central government. And so enemies could swoop in and attack one of the tribes. And, it would be much easier than if the whole nation was unified. And, the times being what they were, and I guess they still are, these judges were male, except Deborah, a woman. The people rallied to her. She was known to be wise. And when she would sit under a tree, a palm tree, I think it was, and she would, people would bring their problems and especially bring their disputes. A judge in those days functioned like an arbitrator, helped people to solve their problems. And then if there was a crisis, a desperate crisis, they would become the military leader. So Deborah, and she had kind of like a guy that she bound herself to, Barak. And we've heard that name before. Barak, who said that he would lead Israel if Deborah was with him. So these two were a real team, Deborah and Barak. Well, Deborah and Barak, which is kind of amazing, both broke into song because Jael had killed the feared enemy general. So they're singing and singing. It's great big happy time. And Jael is a hero. Jael arose as a mother of Israel. Oh man, they were really singing her praises. Well, one time I was out on the web trying to learn more about Jael, and I came across this artistic photograph of Jael. It's probably still out there. But the photographer, really taught me something or captured something. Okay, he's making a portrait of Jael, this victorious, powerful woman. But if you look at what he's created using a model and his artistic skills, she's really not happy. She's hurting. And this is Jael after she killed Sisera. And then I wrote what I learned from this picture: violence damages even the victor. Yeah. That's something we don't normally think about, do we? We think of, whoever wins, wins, and that's it. Well, what did it take to win? And what was the cost? I look at this picture of Jael and that red there, the blood, she has been marked. We've all heard about people who come back from war and just don't want to talk about it. They're hurting bad. Even wars that we quote unquote win, our combatants are hurt many times by what they saw and what they were called upon to do. So I occasionally find things and I write them in my Bible, or in this case, glued it in. Jael, hero and victim. Yeah. Bye-bye.